During Sony's latest State of Play event, the company revealed new details about the remastered edition of Death Stranding and an extended playable demo of the PS5 exclusive Deathloop. Hello, my name is Factuala, and I'd like to welcome you to the channel. We've gathered some details on the following Sony State of Play event for today's video, including anticipating and the top 7 games from the event. But before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. Sony State of Play is a semi-annual digital event highlighting the most recent PlayStation news, updates, reveals, and announcements. Since its inception in 2019, Sony has used the State of Play to confirm the release date for The Last of Us 2, premiere gameplay footage for Ghost of Tsushima, and unveil new trailers for games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Returnal. So, if you want to be alerted to any significant announcements for PS5 games, PSVR games, or PS4 titles, it's always worth checking in to the State of Play livestreams. On July 8th, Sony held its most recent State of Play event, which focused on the upcoming FPS Deathloop and several indie games. Unfortunately, we don't yet know when the next State of Play will be, and we probably won't find out until it's almost here. Sony has yet to confirm the date of its next State of Play event, and guessing when an announcement will be made complex. However, the most recent State of Play took held on July 8th, 2021, a date that was not coincident with either the massive E3 2021 or Summer Game Fest events that occurred previously. This demonstrates that Sony has its strategy and will not follow the rest of the gaming industry's lead on releasing new games. State of Plays have been held on February 25th, April 29th, and May 27 so far this year. This erratic yet frequent publication schedule suggests that at least one, if not two, more State of Plays will be released in the remaining months of 2021. Last year, the time between these showcases was filled with PS5-specific events, making State of Play events a little more spread out. As far as we know, there will be no console to reveal this year. Sony's gaming events are spaced out over a 2 to 3 month period. We can't forecast exactly what we'll see because we don't know when the State of Play will occur. However, high-profile games like Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok will almost certainly have their showcase, but we'll have to wait a little longer to find out. The most recent State of Play, which took place on July 8th, focused on more miniature games such as Deathloop and indie titles. This demonstrates that blockbusters will not be the only games included at the festival. Other PS5 exclusives, such as Stray, The Cat Game, and Ghostwire Tokyo, could have their State of Play demonstration as well. At a State of Play or similar event, we'll most likely learn more about Sony's PSVR 2. We'll have to wait and see what Sony has in store for us next. The most recent State of Play was on July 8th, and it focused on Deathloop, providing us a more in-depth look at the game's gameplay and what players can expect when it launches. We also watched teasers for Sifu and Moss 2, as well as a few indies. Before that, on May 27th, the State of Play was only focused on Horizon Forbidden West. While we didn't get a release date, we did get our first glimpse at some of Alloy's new powers and some of the new machines she'll be facing off against during the showcase, which comprised 14 minutes of gameplay from the highly anticipated sequel. The gameplay trailer may be seen above. Hello. Before we get started with our list, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your gaming buddies. Let's return to the list now. Moss, Book 2. Quill's fantastic story continues on PSVR. In Moss, players developed a strong bond with Quill. They supported her throughout the game by guiding her, but they also reached out into the world as their character, making their every move count. Players will reprise their roles in Book 2, with the story resuming up precisely where it left off after Uncle Argus's successful rescue. Their quest begins with discovering that a winged tyrant directing the arcane forces has turned his attention to Quill and is now on the lookout for her within the Hexed Fortress where her uncle is imprisoned. Quill's trip will be difficult with treacherous terrain, challenging puzzles, foes twisted in fire and steel, but new allies, old friends, and the very nature of the castle itself can aid her as she fights to save the world from a great unmaking. Meeting up with Quill and her uncle in the world of Moss isn't from afar. Players are there in the environment and they share a tangible presence with those characters. Because of this involvement, the journey feels more accurate and the stakes feel even higher. Arcadegeddon. Gilly, the owner of a tiny arcade, is fighting a faceless megacorporation to save his business. To do so, he designs a super game, which is tragically hacked and infected with a virus by a big corporation. You must save both the game and the last arcade in your hometown. You and up to 3 players can explore several biomes, play mini-games, locate secret chests, and beat a variety of opponent kinds and bosses in an ever-evolving multiplayer shooter. Arcadegeddon is a cooperative multiplayer game that offers a mix of PvE and PvP experiences and various play speeds. Hunter's Arena. Hunter's Arena transports you to an exquisitely detailed, ancient East Asian environment, where you play as a hunter who must face terrible demons, as well as one another to survive in a one-of-a-kind melee battle royale. To combat everything that tries to take your life during your quest, you'll need perfect swordplay and martial arts skills. In Hunter's Arena, your ultimate goal is to fight your way past 30 other players and prove that you are the deadliest hunter. You will constantly find yourself in the heart of the action, as illustrated in the state of play. Instead of immediately engaging in PvP battles, you can encounter and defeat ancient demons to acquire loot and strengthen your character. JETT: The Far Shore. In this cinematic action-adventure, JETT: The Far Shore takes you on an interplanetary journey to carve out a future for a people plagued by oblivion. Be the first to deploy to a mythological ocean world as Scout May. Take the helm of a jet and go into the unknown, skim low over waves, roar up stunning coasts, and slice through exotic forests. In this story of courage, curiosity, and regret, adapt to an intricate, systemic open world and persist through adversity alongside an intimate ensemble cast. Set off on an exploratory single-player adventure with meaningful moments, laid-back exploration, occasional white-knuckle action, sincere camaraderie, and a dash of existential dread in 5 engaging acts. Lost Judgement. Yagami's new investigative abilities, athleticism, and stealth are showcased in the new teaser. Scale buildings and perform fluid acrobatics to gain access to locations that would otherwise be inaccessible. Stealth can be utilized to slip past security or perform stealthy takedowns to get a goon out of the picture without causing a commotion. If driving a racket is unavoidable, Yagami has 3 combo-heavy, flamboyant martial arts styles at his disposal: Crane, Tiger, and the new Snake style. The advantage of the Snake style is that it can redirect an opponent's strikes back at them for more forgiving takedowns. Active play and meter management are rewarded differently in each type. Yagami's clues lead you across numerous Japanese districts and into a local high school where he must figure out how a mysterious surge in delinquency is linked to his case. Yagami goes undercover as an outside counselor, advising the activity groups to infiltrate the school. Death Stranding, Director's Cut. Death Stranding Director's Cut will allow players to experience Death Stranding, the genre-defying open-world action-adventure game starring Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, Lea Seydoux, and Lindsay Wagner, fully remastered and expanded for PS5 consoles, featuring the unique Social Strand system which allows players to stay connected with other players from around the world. Death Stranding Director's Cut, a remastered edition of Hideo Kojima's cryptic game, received a new trailer from Sony. Improved melee gameplay, new weapons, a shooting range to hone your abilities, new story missions, and more are included. On September 24, the game will be released on PlayStation 5. Deathloop is a new action-adventure game from Arcane Studios, which Bethesda Softworks will release. On September 14, 2021, the game will be launched on PlayStation 5 and Windows. Well, that concludes today's video. We hope you learned something from it. Please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Tech Factuala here, and we'll see you in our next video.